Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you guys are who are watching this video. So, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this channel, but it kind of came into my heart today. Just something that I was thinking about was, especially like in this time, to kind of make a channel focused on young black men and just kind of giving advice and just showing love to young black men. I think that in this community we don't have enough good support, at least for outlets and just advice given and support for young black men. So it kind of came into my heart today to kind of make this channel focused on outreach and giving advice to people, young people of color that are kind of figuring out what they want to do in life and just some things for success. I've had a lot of friends who've ended up in really bad situations, jail and things like that, and they always tell me, like, when they see me and some of the stuff that I'm doing now, like, man, I wish I had made the decisions that you had made, or I wish I had did the things that you did. I never really gave it much thought, but I was kind of reflecting on what's going on right now, and there are a lot of young black men that are placed in very difficult situations, and they might not have the outlets that they need or to encourage them to make good, smart decisions that are good for their future. And so when going forward in the future, when I do have the means to do it, I want to start some type of like foundation to give back to young black men, like almost like a gentleman's club where, you know, you teach young black men respect, and you know we wear suits and stuff, kind of like a Boy Scouts, but for young black men, and teaching them different things like business, investments, just things that are going to help them for their future constructively, and good tools to learn. I guess this first video that I wanted to focus about was just the things that I did to kind of help me be successful. So the first thing is recognizing the situation that you're in. I think that it's really important to do an assessment on your goals. So I feel like sometimes in life we have very high points, and one way that I can kind of describe it is like literal high, where everything is just, it's crystal clear. You know exactly what you have to do, and you know exactly the things that you have to do to get it, and then it goes away. I think that those high moments of clarity are extremely important, and you want to capture it. Don't just let it linger in your head, because you can forget about it. You might not feel as strongly about it later, but those like moments of clarity where you understand what you want and exactly what you have to do, that's coming from the heart. Write it down, capture it, put it in a notebook. So I have a notebook, and when those moments of clarity, I feel like that's just God coming into my heart and giving me that vision, giving me that clarity. Write it down in a journal, your short-term and long-term goals, and do an assessment every now and then to make sure that you're on the right track of getting to where you need to go. So before I'm in the military, I'm in the Air Force, and before I joined the Air Force, I did that assessment. one of the things that I did, and I'm gonna try to keep this video short, one of the things that I did was I did that assessment. I asked myself when I was living with my parents, what do I want? The first immediate thing that came to me was I need to get out of the house. I need to get out of this house, but I need to do it the right way. Now, in my situation, I did really well in school, but I couldn't get a full ride, and I knew that I didn't want to be in debt and take out a whole bunch of student loans. So I knew that I wanted to get out the house. I knew that I wanted to finish college, but I had to figure out a way to do it right, so legally, and in a way that wasn't going to financially burden me for most of my future. So that's why I joined the Air Force. That was kind of like my first step, and it was kind of my first like stepping stone and building block. Now from there, after being in the Air Force for a couple of years, I did another assessment and asked myself, what is it that I want to do, and how do I accomplish this? And I had that moment of clarity where at the time I was kind of I was in a lot of debt. And so first thing that came to me was consolidating my debt, fixing my debt, finishing school, and then long-term goals. Some long-term goals that I wanted was to commission, so finishing school was an important part of what I wanted to do. And now I'm almost done with school. So doing those assessments and really writing it down and taking the time to figure out where you are in life, how you're gonna get there, and what you want to do beyond that as well, gives you perspective and helps you figure out how you're gonna do about it. And I think a lot of people need to have a plan. You can't just go about it just kind of going with the flow. Don't go with the flow. Be deliberate. Have a plan. Write it down, and then do an assessment. Actually check yourself and make sure that you are sticking to what you want to do, and that you're holding yourself accountable. And then just always remember that despite what is going on right now, despite being in a bad situation, we are powerful, and you can do anything. Have faith, believe, and be strong. Stay fast in what you want to do and any goal that you want to do in life, whether that's going to school, doing YouTube, making music. Figure out what you want to do, make a plan, and stick to it. Write it down, get it on a piece of paper. Don't just leave it in your head. Those ideas that you come up with, especially in the moment of passion, especially when it's coming from your heart, those are important ideas. Write them down and hold yourself accountable, and make sure that you're checking yourself and making sure that you're sticking to the plan. But that's all I really have for this first subject. It's kind of like a rant, but I hope that this motivates and inspires people. That's my goal, is just to kind of give advice and just things that I've learned that can help anybody really, but more specifically young black men that are just kind of looking for just good advice. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I'll keep making more videos like this, and I'll probably react to different stuff and then just kind of give my take on it as well, of just different things that are going on in the climate right now, because I do want to speak out, and I think that it's important to have a discussion about the things that are going on and to have an opinion about it. And so if you do need somebody to talk to, PM me in the comments. I think having a discussion about something like this is important, especially if you are a person of color. It is important to have somebody to talk to about this. I've seen a lot of people who just want to vent, who just want to get their thoughts out and their ideas out. Do not keep it to yourself. Have the discussion with somebody. Reach out and have that discussion with someone. Get your thoughts out, get your ideas out, because there are a lot of people with some good solutions. They don't have anybody to bring it up to or speak to about it. Get those ideas out and get what's on your chest off of your chest to someone, and have that conversation. That's all I got. I hope everybody is having a blessed day. I hope you guys are staying safe and being smart, and have faith. And we're gonna get through this together. So yeah, that's all. Subscribe if you're new. If you like the video, leave a like. If you think that there's anything that I can do better, please let me know in the comments. I really want to build on this channel and just do what I can for the community in any way that I can help the community. That is my goal. So if you have any ideas, anything that I can improve on or add to, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.